Hi everybody, my name's Josh and I'll be taking you through today's workout. Today's workout will comprise of some of my favorite exercises to get a quick full body blast workout in. To begin with, we're going to go through a quick warm up and then we're moving on to some focused tempo movements, and once we've confirmed that we've got those movements and the technique down pat, we're going to move on to some confirmatory work. From there, our timing structure will be 30 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. We'll go through 12 sets of all different exercises ranging through all different muscle groups, and then we will go into a quick cool down. All right, so to begin with, we're going to come down into our downward dog position, hands underneath our shoulders, toes dug into the ground, nice straight body. We're going to push back onto our heels, keeping our arms nice and straight, feeling the stretch through our posterior chain, all the way from our glutes, the back of our hamstrings and our calves. We're going to hold that. We can slowly move from side to side if necessary, increasing the stretch, nice calm, deep breaths, moving throughout. Then we're going to come down into our cobra pose, nice slow transition, palms underneath our shoulders, looking straight ahead. We're going to try and drive our hips towards the floor, keeping our toes dug in. Same thing, nice slow deep breaths, and slowly move our neck around, being nice and gentle, careful. Feeling that stretch through our hips, abdominal region, and our quads. From there, we're going to move our legs out. We're going to go back up into a variant of the downward dog. Okay, same thing, just opening up a little bit wider through our muscle groups. Arms extended forward. Nice, deep, relaxed breathing. Holding that. And then we're going to come down onto our knees, keeping our toes dug in, pushing our hips back, arms forward, palms facing in, trying to bring our chest to the floor and our hips push back. We should feel that stretch through our shoulders and on the inside of our groin. Same thing, nice relaxed breathing. And then coming through, hands underneath our shoulders again, we're going to shoot our right knee forward, toe pointed back. We're going to push our hip towards the ground, our glute towards the ground, sorry. We're going to come down onto our elbows, straight ahead, keeping our knee in line with our chest, pointed straight ahead, feeling the stretch through our glute. From there, we want to increase the stretch, turn a little bit to the side, and then we bring our chest back down. Nice relaxed breathing, going back to the center before we change, shooting our leg back, left knee forward, toe pointed back, bringing our chest down, knee in line with our chest. Increase the stretch further, we're going to shift to the side, and we're feeling it through our left glute this time. Then from there, we're going to move onto our back. Going to go into an extended limb position, arms out to the side, we're going to cross over, keeping our legs straight, feeling the stretch through our back of our leg, and we're going to keep rotating from side to side. Once again, nice relaxed breathing. And one more. And bring ourselves back to the center. This time we're going to go onto our chest. All right, so same thing, the prone position, arms out to the side, palms facing down, and we're going to bring our opposite leg through to our opposite hand, and we should be able to feel the stretch through our chest, our shoulder, being very careful of course. Moving through to the range that you're comfortable with. It should never hurt, it may be a little bit uncomfortable, but there should never be any pain. And then we're going to switch sides. And one more each side. Last one. And coming back to the center, pushing ourselves up. And we're going to go into a kneeling lunge position. So for this, our toe will be dug into the ground, our knee underneath our hip underneath our shoulder. For our leading leg, heel underneath our knee, creating a square in between our legs. We're going to keep our body square to the direction of travel that we're facing. We're going to push our hips forward. You should be able to feel a stretch through the front of your hip flexors, a little bit to the side as well. To increase the stretch, we're going to push a little bit forward, keeping that hip in line with our body. Then from there, we're going to do a few slight gentle rotations side to side. Then we're going to come back to center, arms by the side. The knee that's on the ground, the same side arm is going to come straight up, palm facing forward. Opposite hand comes through, grabs it, and we're going to twist to the side. Coming back to the center, changing legs, toe dug into the ground, knee under the hip, hip under the shoulder, leading leg, heel underneath the knee, creating that square again, pushing the hips forward, and slowly pushing forward, increasing that stretch. Then from there, we're going to rotate side to side again, nice and gentle, trying not to overstretch. Then arms by the side that your knee is touching the ground, hand up, palm facing forward, grabbing with the opposite hand and leaning to the opposite side now. And rest, and back to the center. All right, so that is just going through a few dynamic stretches. From here, we're going to get our heart rate up just a little bit before we start this workout. This workout's not overly intensive, but it's a good segue into a more extensive workout, okay? So from here, we're in the center. All we're going to do is we're going to shift laterally to the side, 4 little foot taps, and then jump to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to try to speed that up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get it a little bit faster. Trying to keep our breathing nice and relaxed, all right? Throughout the whole workout, you may be a little bit uncomfortable with your breathing. Just take nice, deep, controlled breaths to get as much oxygen in as possible, and remember to fully exhale, getting all that carbon dioxide out of our system. And we're going to speed it up a little bit more. And rest, okay? We'll give it a few seconds as I explain the first exercise, right? Getting our heart rate down, taking those deep breaths. Our first exercise will be a tempo lunge, okay? For this, you're going to step back, so you come to your standing position, stepping back, knee going straight down, all right? Not overly extending backwards, coming down and up. We will do this for the count of 4 down, 4 up, okay? So I'll explain as we go. So from stepping back, slightly, bring our knee down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back to the center, stepping down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the center, changing legs again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. From here, we're now moving on to a tempo squat. Knees just outside of our shoulders, toes pointed slightly out, increasing the angle of our feet. We're going to dig our big toe, little toe, heel into the ground, keeping our chest nice and tall. We're going to initiate the movement with pushing our knee forward and out at the same time, bringing our hips straight down in a linear motion. 4 counts down, 4 counts up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As we descend, we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, remembering to move to the depth that you're comfortable with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now for the next one, we're going to do some confirmatory work on this movement. We're going to do a lunge step back, and an air squat combined into one movement, okay? But we're going to add a little bit of plyometric movement, which is going to get our heart rate up a little bit higher, and we're going to add a little bit of a jump. It'll look exactly like this, so we'll go lunge jump, air squat, okay? Keeping all those basic movement principles in check, like so. I'm going to push through this. Our heart rate is going to go up from here, moving within our capability, all right? Don't need to rush it, moving to the point that you're happy with. You can do step back, and a controlled air squat as well. Step back, controlled air squat, or you can keep moving with your jumps. Rest. Okay, next component we're moving on to is a push-up. Stepping back, hands underneath our shoulders, all right? Fingers pointed slightly inwards, keeping a straight line on our body throughout our torso from our head to our heels. We're going to bend at our elbows, bring our chest down to the ground, and pushing back up, all right? So we're going to do this at tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is too difficult, yes, you can come down to your knees and complete the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you don't always have to move to the absolute depth where your chest touches the ground. Move to where you're comfortable. And 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Rest. Then we're moving on to a cross-body mountain climber. Once again at tempo, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to be in a straight line. We're going to move our knee to our opposite elbow, like so. Again, remember we're going to control our breathing throughout this. If holding yourself in this position is too difficult, you can come down to your knees and you can prop one leg forward, like so. Okay, making sure that your knees are pushed back as far as you can comfortably hold it. But ultimately, we want to be in our push-up prone position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Okay, so moving on to our confirmatory work for this, we're going to change things up a little. We're going to do what's known as a floor thruster, or a double mounted climber, into a push-up. So, 2 knees in, 2 knees out, and push up. Okay, and we'll do this at a faster pace. Knees in, knees out, push up. Bring your knees straight underneath your hips, push back, push up. Same thing, if this is too difficult for the push-up, you can come down to your knees and press up. Ideally, you want to move through the full range of motion. By this point, your heart rate should definitely be up. Sweating by now, as you can see, and rest. All right, so now we're going to go into our ab work. We're going to start our ab work with half crunches. So laying on our back, hands by our side, pointing our toes. This movement, we're going to bring our knees to above our hips and back down, like so, keeping our shins straight. Remember, nice controlled breathing, creating a little bit of tension through our core. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way in. Rest. Now we're moving on to a variant of knee tucks. So for this, arms a little bit further out to the side, give us a nice base of support. We're going to bring our knees up, press our toes up to the ceiling, and come back down. If it's too difficult, you can put your feet to the ground after every rep, but we want to ideally keep our feet up, like so. We're going to move at a nice comfortable pace for this. Keep it moving. Try to challenge yourself, keep those heels off the ground. If you can, keep your chin tucked towards your chest. Like so. Nice controlled breathing throughout. Rest. From here, our last core exercise, we'll be going into a V-up. So, similar body position, but this time we're going to keep our arms extended overhead. Palms facing in, keep our feet up. We're going to close the gap, keeping our legs as straight as possible, closing ourselves like a V. Same thing, nice controlled breathing, and we engage our core, fold up, and down. Up, and down. If that's too difficult, you can rest your limbs for a moment, and then continue the exercise. Like so. If yet again that's too difficult, you can bend your limbs, and we can come into a crunch. Ideally, we want to move through the full range of motion. Last one. Rest. All right. Moving on to cardio piece in our workout, right? First one will be sprawls. Sprawls, our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to come down, hands underneath our shoulders, push our feet back to a straight push up prone position, knees forward, and stand. Moving a little bit faster this time. Hands down, feet out, knees in, stand up. Nice, controlled breathing. Hands down, feet out, knees in, stand up. And we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Rest. Okay. Sprawl is a variant of the burpee, so now we're going to go onto a little bit more difficulty. We're going to move into a full burpee. Exact same movement, except this time, as we come down, we're going to bring our chest and hips to the floor, pop up, stand up. Try to move a little bit faster this time. And we're down, legs out, legs in, stand up. We won't jump just yet. Legs out, chest down, and up. Okay, if this is too difficult, you can come down in a more controlled fashion. One leg down, one leg up, other leg up, stand up. But as always, we try to move through the full range of motion. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Rest. Okay. Our final movement for today is a tuck jump with a burpee. Right? For this, all we're going to do is bring our knees up, like so, catch ourselves on the ground, go through our burpee, pop up, and repeat. If the tuck jump is too high, you can just add a little hop instead of the jump. So we'll come down, up, tuck jump. Tuck jump. Nice work. Keep it going, nearly there. I know it's getting hard. And rest. Excellent work. If you've managed to get through to this point, congratulations. Very proud. We're going to take some nice deep breaths, all right? Keep our heart rate down. So we're going to go into our initial movements. So we're going to move straight into the cobra pose, and we're going to start to control our breathing. Big breath in, hold, exhale. In, hold, exhale. In, hold, exhale. We're going to slowly walk our feet in, standing up, same thing again, standing nice and tall, bring our feet down to the ground, brushing past our legs on the way down, hold, sway side to side, and stand up, reaching for the sky, grabbing our palms, leaning slightly back, and release. One more time. Down, brushing past the sides of our legs, swaying side to side, standing up, reaching for the sky, and release. Alright guys, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed today's quick 10-minute body blast. Remember, work within your capability. Make sure you do the appropriate stretches in your warm-up, and making sure you cool down. Eat some nutritious food, drink a lot of water, and remember to stretch throughout the day. Thank you very much. My name's Josh. Hope you enjoyed today's session.